Sup, you chucklefucks? It's your boy, Dark Raku here. Back with What If Raikou and Singular were in the Eminence in Shadow. I am here with my collab friend.
Yeah, singularity, what ifs, y'all was good.
The guy that doesn't
Shut up, shut the
I didn't say
up,
anything. What did I say, huh? I didn't say anything. I just said mama mama mama.
Nah, bro, he's like the guy who, nah, bro, nah, I know what you about to say. Ain't nobody, we all know you notorious for roasting me about that, bro. Like, everybody know it, they mama know it, like, bro.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is part 22. Uh, Also, before we continue on, if you guys want us to do a what if call, what if Issei wasn't shameless, comment below.
This is an anime freaking channel, not a freaking, like, we do comics and anime. We do not do some TV show that is it even popular still? What the heck?
Nah, I have no clue if it's popular or not. I just thought of it. Okay, I'm just kidding, guys. But if you guys want us to do a Breaking Bad of it, got it.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Somebody was gonna have to bring up Break. I was thinking of it just a second ago. What the freak?
Well, it's not Breaking Bad. The series is gonna be called Breaking In, but you know what?
Anyways.
So yeah, let's begin into this what if then. We go into mostly, well, where we're at right now is kind of, wait, where the hell did we leave it off at?
Let's see. It was Dagon getting done scrapping with somebody, and Mahito and freaking Loki went ahead and tried to do something.
Okay, so let's just go back into where the kids' POV is at, with my POV, Dante being there, and like the other girls. But someone actually came towards mostly the location where all the kids are at. And of course, it was mostly someone that Delta knows, but not the point. Delta's over here, kind of just playing with the kids, mostly the other werewolf kids. This is where, she's saying, "Oh my gosh, so cute, so cute, so cute. I wonder how my children will look like." This is where, she like stares at me like I'm a piece of meat.
No, like I was looking at him like, dang, bro, that's gotta suck. Hey, but hey, bro, you better be in your A game. I'm not gonna. I tell Raikou, but then I was like, oh, I was like, what the? Oh, that's my phone. My fault. Hello. Oh, okay. I gotta take this real quick. Enjoy y'all. Somebody just be right here. I walk away.
I'm like, hey, wait, what, huh? Where the fuck you going at?
I'm just taking a phone call, bro.
Man, get out of here already. Whatever, I go back to kind of playing with my kids. This is where, we go into mostly Alexia and Iris still arguing. This is where Alexis says, "So, now that we understand who's the truly better father, who's the truly better lover?"
Aaron says, well, I don't think I can really confirm that because I only been with Dante for like a month. But, he takes care of her. She he starts to explain how I take care of her, gives her, baths and whatnot. And, sometimes some stuff gets a little too intense, but we're not freaking talking about that. And she talked about how she's actually enjoying herself for once, finally in 2,000 or 3,000 years of her life.
This is where the girl says, "Damn, you're that old?" Well, we're not judging, but
she was like, "I look younger than you."
Alexis said, "Ow." Hey, I'm still. Actually, actually, you look more younger than Iris over here. She kind of points at mostly her sister.
He's like, hey.
But that's not the point. You still look beautiful as ever, Iron.
He's like, thank you.
Unlike my sister over here.
Of course, Iris getting upset or whatnot.
This is where, well, mostly Delta kind of comes over, holding on to like a little werewolf kid. When mostly he has like blackish hair and kind of like these, mostly like darkish sea blue eyes. This is where Delta says, "Hey guys, don't you think this kid looks similar to me and also Raikou?"
I guess. Of course, Pride says, maybe.
Wait, you said Pride or?
Pride said, maybe.
This is where, well, mostly Alexis says, "Okay, Delta, can you stop like grabbing random kids and almost proclaiming them to be yours?" Delta says, "Hey, it's, I mean, they are supposedly our family now. I mean, they're not fully my blood, but that doesn't matter. I mean, Raikou will help me with mostly actually, well, letting me bear his children." This is where I'm over here, kind of trying to ignore it. Just ignore what exactly Delta is saying.
Like, whoever said that. But other than that, yeah.
But this is where Delta say, "So, Junko, can you do the voice for Junko?"
And she's like, yeah.
"So, since you're the alpha of this pack, when are you going to finally have the children of, well, mostly, how should I say, well, Raikou?"
Right. He's like, well, I don't think it's time yet. After all, I still want to enjoy being well, a kid still.
Yeah, but don't you guys like always like do it, like 24/7 at least?
Yeah, but we take precautions.
This where Alexis mostly coughing through her hand saying, "Precautions, my ass."
Okay, yeah, we forgot sometimes that. Although I don't understand how my stomach's not big. I was like, I was just watching what they were saying. I was like, do they have the same friend as these kids? Like, bro.
This is where, well, we'll see. Delta says, "Hmm. Wait. So, how did you even get him to actually have fun with you in the first place?"
He said, we don't talk about that.
This is where Alexis kind of coughing through her hand saying, drugging him.
She's like, we don't talk about it.
This is where, well, most of the other girls are confused, just looking at Junko like, really?
Whatever.
This is where, well, I walk over and I say, "Can you, how should I say, can you not say random stuff in front of these kids?" This is where, well, uh, mostly, what's it called? Delta kind of just say, sorry about that, what's it called? Um, uh, Bossen? Or how should I say this? This is where I kind of just say whatever. This is where I then look at Junko and says, "Also, those drugs never did affect me. The only reason I even did you is because I was bored. And it'd be funny just to kind of make sure that you become mine." This is where I kind of just smirk at her.
Okay.
I kind of just smile, kind of like evilly, and say, "See, well, other than that, I should probably be getting towards my office. And can you please not say anything in front of these kids?
I then pulled up. I was like, "Yo, so yeah, I actually had somebody who said they're gonna come here, but yeah, other than that, I think we're pretty straight for now. But come on, wait a second. That just doesn't feel right."
This is where, well, someone was walking and kind of went up towards mostly the little elf girl that actually is helping Dragon and says, "Huh, you truly look like me." This is where Delta turns around and says, "Alpha!"
Um, I don't.
What? This is where I kind of look at Dante and says, "Why is the, what's it called? Shadows, what's it called? Right hand man here anyway, or right hand woman."
I have no idea, but wait a second. Hold on it. Hold on. I was like, Mahito? I was like, Mahito, where you at? I was like looking everywhere. I was like, I literally lifted some of Raiku's girls up to see if they were underneath because I knew these kids that kid like to play too dang much. He was like, "Yo, Mahito, have you seen Mahito, bro?"
No, but now that you mention it, where the hell did Loki go?
Like, what the freak did? I was like, birds of a feather flock together, and those, I'm guessing yours is a troublemaker.
Troublemaker is not the word I would use, more like mischievous.
Same here. I just try to be polite.
This is where I look at Junko and says, "Yo, Junko, do you know where, what's it called, Loki's at?"
No, I thought he was playing with the kids.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if we both had a child, it would be definitely Loki would be that type of child. But not the point.
Uh, so we'll go over to the POV of Loki and Mahito.
This is where, well, they're literally causing chaos in one part of the building. When I say one part of the building, I mean one part of the town.
Yeah, and Mahito definitely transfigured some animals and was just like experimenting, is what he calls it.
Loki
right now kind of having a like play sword fight. Mahito literally transfigured his soul into a in his arm into a sword, and they're just literally having a playful sword battle, like, you know, freaking fencing, like I'm God or something like that.
is where Loki kind of just like use a bit of magic to kind of start making everything levitate. So of course they're like floating while kind of fighting midair.
And then freaking Mahito was like, okay, that's cool. He then freaking turns his half of his body into a freaking drill and started to like blast to like, I mean not blast, like freaking drill through the how do I say this, the trajectory with aerodynamics, and literally was literally right next to Loki in his drill form, as he kind of like brings his hand to him and then starts drilling, instead of drilling the drill, he's drilling himself while doing like windmill slaps, like stopping, like, it literally slaps Loki multiple times.
Loki managed to kind of use magic to just teleport some random for a civilian just to get slapped multiple times.
He was like, huh? Oh, you're not him, but I think I'll use you. He then transfigures the human and turns it into a bow and arrow. He's like, huh?
This is where Loki was on a building. He sees like a hand arrow almost hit him. Like, saying, what the hell?
And then, Mahito said, well, it's like I turned this guy back and probably erase his memories before Pops finds out.
Yeah, that ain't happening since, have you not noticed all the destruction we have done? Let's just try to blame it on some other person and run away.
Then some guy just came out of nowhere and said, what the freak is y'all doing?
Loki says, who are you?
Oh, I am an entity, I'm an entity that can probably teach y'all. I think y'all have potential. And plus y'all are troublemakers, just like me. My name is
Kenjaku.
No, not Kenjaku. Sorry, I forget my name sometimes, my fault. Grew up in the forest, so, and there I didn't really, have a, just call me Ken. Just call me
Inosuke.
Kenny or something. Huh?
When you said forest, I thought of Inosuke.
Sorry, that's not it. But, other than that, here, let me fix this up for you. He then uses, it's not magic, but it's a different kind of, power.
Wait.
He literally...
Your background. Yeah, I resume the video.
Okay, so, where did you stop?
When you were explaining Ken's abilities. I mean, Kenjaku's abilities.
Well, it was not Kenjaku, okay? Okay, so Kenshiro says, basically he ended up, rewinding. He is actually affecting time itself by rewinding everything that they were doing. It was and then he stopped and everything looked pretty normal. And he was like, alright. Anyways, this is how I look. It's basically a fox human or whatever. Or raccoon human. I don't know what the freak the mirror is supposed to be. Anyways.
More like a raccoon, yeah. Fox ears are pointier.
So yeah, he just showed that off, and Mahito and Loki were amazed.
Loki says, whoa, how the hell did you do that?
Of course, Mahito just came up to him with sparkles in his eyes, can you teach me?
Yeah, teach me a son.
And he then says, well, I don't necessarily use magic, although I could. I mainly use, something known as visceral energy.
This is where, both of them look so confused. What?
Well, I don't really think that origins are as necessary to say to you, but it's basically an energy that I can use, and there are many classifications for this power. He basically tells them, there's, how the energy works or whatnot, courses through your entire body or whatnot. It says, it's like cursed energy and chakra, but it's, not like those at the same time. Well, of course there are, enhancers, speedsters, there's connectors, although they're probably the weakest class. There's the conjurers. Well, they can make anything. He then just goes in and can basically create whatever the heck he wants. Basically a Japanese Vajra. He then goes in and is you know what? Matter of fact, I think I think that would be the. I think that would be a great start. A Vajra, why not? He then goes ahead and creates it. He then goes ahead and like creates a Vajra out of literally nothing, bro. But then he says like, but for some of you, it'll take materials, but other than that, this thing, hey, you guys want to see something funny? He then like says, okay, come on. He brings him up. He then like runs over to a river with excitement, ready to cause some mischief.
This where the two of them are just like right now looking excited.
Yeah, so he says, okay, so underneath. He then takes him to a beach and said, in that water is a great white shark and a few other fish. Do you know what I do when I see that?
They say,
He then goes ahead and gets the Vajra, literally sees a cloud, and it starts to go dark. Because then he just goes ahead and points at a random direction, and then it shocks the water. And then all the fish are rising up, including the great white shark. He's like, that's dinner, I guess.
This is where, well, mostly both of them are just saying, wow!
I know, right? Anyways, he then goes ahead and just conjures up basically what is this called again? Jets? No, not a jet ski. It was basically just makes a boat and it says, all aboard or whatever.
This is where both Loki and even Mahito just gets on.
And then they just start like it's a speedboat too, so it is fast. And so they gathered all the fish or whatnot, including the shark, and then just started bringing it over. A few minutes later, they eaten it. Of course, it's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like eating it. Like it tastes great, even with the pre-cooking of the electricity. The homeboy then made a cringy joke of it. The food is shocking, isn't it?
This is where, well, both Loki and right now Mahito just kind of cringe a bit.
He's like, I at least tried. You could just laugh a bit.
This is where, well, both of them just slowly chuckles.
Never mind, you ruined it for me. Anyways, so what do you kids like to do? You seem like you just like to have mischief. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you would. I like a little mischief here and there, but of course, I have responsibilities and I can't always do it. But of course, I find my way around the rules. As they all chuckle or whatnot.
Yeah. This is where, well, mostly Loki says, well, I want to actually become a god of mischief, but of course my father, I should say.
Oh yeah, just letting y'all know, this is what Kid Mahito looks like, although his clothes fit a bit more.
So do I go on, or are you gonna say something else?
Yeah, no, keep going.
This is where, well, mostly Loki says, I kind of want to become, well, mostly the god of mischief. Kind of have some things that I can't do it. Well, I can, but I don't know.
Mahito then goes and says, well, I just want to have fun, really. Also, I want to figure out my true self. the true essence of my soul, I think. You know? Now, mommy said already said I was like perfect the way I am, but I feel like there's something more to me though. Else I wouldn't be able to do something like this. He then like changes his hand into like multiple things. He's like, I see. Well, he then creates another Vajra and then just passes the Vajra he made to both of them. Says, there, have at it.
Whoa, that's cool. Oh, she also mentioned this how Kid Loki kind of looks like. Yes, he does have a alligator.
Wait, what are you talking about? I don't see that.
Oh wait.
Ooh, wow, okay.
And yes, he does have an alligator.
So, you two want to. So, you two. So, you two wish to learn Visal energy?
Yeah.
Under my tutelage.
It's where Loki says yeah, and even Mahito.
He was like, okay then. Well, first we need to figure out what you are drawn towards. Of course, there's enhancers, there's speedsters, which is my forte, and it turns out, and speedsters are really known for, well, speeding up themselves, objects, or others. There are also healers, which basically is healers, and the strongest healer is actually able to bring people back from the dead. But I don't think you're all ready for that, because those are gods and whatnot.
Loki says, so like a rising from the undead?
Pretty much, not like necromancy, literally bringing them back to life. Although there are necromancers, but we don't talk about them much. So, as a speedster, I'm also able to, well, when you get to more the advanced and godly levels of power I am, like the god Kronos, I'm literally able to control the flow of time.
But didn't Kronos got defeated by Zeus or something?
Kronos got too arrogant and believed that time was the only way. By manipulating time, he would basically have anything he ever wanted. But anyways, we don't talk about all that.
Oh.
And then there are the gods of the true sphere. Basically, and literally, they are boundless beings, which I don't even want to talk about them. They're just too powerful, and yet they're so freaking rare that anyone would ever have the capabilities of actually reaching them. But it's, even though yet it seems impossible, it's not impossible to reach it. Where you two will come in. I wish to train you two to probably become something close to those supreme god, we call them, in terms of Visal energy.
Okay.
I would like to explain the entire cosmology, but you're too young and probably wouldn't understand it.
This is where, well, mostly Loki says, try me. I think I'm smart enough for it.
He then starts explaining how there's like about like how multiverses, even like the fact that there are also Romniverses that they had made a name for, but no one, like, it's even beyond human understanding. So we just gave it a stupid name like Tromniverse, just because if we said its real name, we'd be cursed. Oh yeah, there's also like curses, but we don't talk about those much. And then there's also like he starts explaining about like the whole cosmology and how things work in the whole Tromniverse. And basically, a Tromniverse is equal to a person who is outerversal. in, well, human terms for power scaling. And let's see. There's also basically starts explaining like how the hierarchy works, and like literally they can like literally easily destroy a Tromniverse as a supreme god or whatnot. And yeah, Ethan says, well, and that's basically our hierarchy. So,
Loki says, "Hey, Mahito, did you get any of it?"
uh, uh, um, can you repeat that one more time? Because I think I'm lost.
All I understand was hierarchy, power, and and uh and can't say a name or you will be cursed for eternity.
And says, mm. He then was like, anyways, I don't think the cosmology really matters. We'll get to that if we get to that. What you really want to know is how to become a visceral energy user, right?
Loki and Mahito nodded.
Alright then. First, you're gonna need, I'm gonna need to awaken you to visceral energy, because people who are awakened to visceral energy are pretty rare, both being born. But it's not impossible. If a visceral energy user who is already well established in it can awaken the nodes and can awaken visceral energy. It's in the front part of your brain, but it's innately there that you can't awaken. Or if you don't have any, I can just press your heads and awaken that part of your body to visceral energy. But since everyone has the potential to unlock it, it should be pretty easy. So now, bring your foreheads here, and I'll poke them with my pointer fingers.
Okay. They just walk forward.
He then taps both. He then pokes out their heads and yeah.
Yeah, that what happens. That's they just like understand reality now. No, I don't know.
Well, they more or less have their visceral energy going out of control now. Basically alerting us to where their location is. Then, he was like, alright, quickly, contain it before you die.
Loki say,
Of course, Mahito is just like feeling it, trying to allow his soul to resonate with it. And let's just say they both got boosts to their magic and physical power. But yeah. And let's just say they finally do it and coat themselves in vital energy. As if it's like using 10. If you know Nen, yeah, basically it's like they're coating themselves with Nen.
I've never watched Hunter x Hunter.
Just imagine them coated in aura, just as a as an outer skin.
Okay.
Like, imagine like domain amplification, just coating their body in it.
Okay, you could have just said that.
Just like it doesn't have the same effects as the domain amplification, but it's like that, but just a whole lot smoother and no rough edges. He then was like, congratulations, you two. You have been awakened to visceral energy. Tell me, how do you feel? He then sits there and waits for their answers.
Loki says, I feel like I can cause so much mischief?
Now, okay, how do you feel, Mahita? And I was like, I feel like I'm closer to my soul than ever, but I still can't understand it. I see. That's great. And then me and freaking Reich, who then comes out of nowhere and says, yo, what the frick going on?
What the hell? Loki, what the hell are you doing here? Actually, didn't I fucking tell you that you can't just fucking keep teleporting anywhere?
And I was like, Mahito, what you doing out here? And I was like, are those Vajras?
Better question. I would have just said, don't talk to strangers, and now you're talking to a stranger. Please don't tell me you got Ard, because your mother will probably kill me. One of them.
I didn't look at his deal. I was like, now, my son may be a little shit that likes to cause trouble, but I ain't letting nothing happen to him for real. I didn't like get in front of Mahito and then just like hug him to my side.
This is where, well, I'm right now next to what's it called? Well, Loki, and right now releasing an aura similar to that Buddha.
Yeah, we both releasing fierce auras out here. Then the guy then freaking like sits in his chair still like, no visal energy, huh? Okay. Water is good. You want some?
This is where I say, this man really drinking water right in front of us.
He then raises his hands up and says, I don't want any trouble. I see potential in visal energy in both of these children. Your children have great potential. And I just wish to have students, pupils, even.
So you weren't trying to molest them.
Sir, I said I want pupils, not to groom.
This is where, well, I kind of just like mostly nod and say, oh yeah, I understand the first time. I just kind of making sure.
Anyways, I just wish to have students to be well trained in visal energy. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I didn't ask. Hold on, wait a second. What is visal energy? The heck? I never heard of that. He was like, you haven't? I'm not surprised. Your kids didn't know about it. He then like starts sucking water out of the water bottle cap.
Is that the sound of it, or what the hell?
Oh yeah, that is. I'm literally sucking on my water cap right now. Or bottle cap right now. Then he was like, in fact, I sense great potential with you too. Both of you, actually. Okay, I think I can do this here. If you're able to master visal energy, you will be given, high master. There's also like, nigh godly, and I was bestowed by nigh godly being with with nigh immortality, which means I can not age. I'm always physically stuck in my prime, but there are a few things that can kill me, like my body literally being only alive or because of a certain concept existing.
What?
condition. The condition was, as long as there's a concept of learning and teaching, I will exist.
So that's why you want pupils, just so you can teach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if that's all that you want from Loki, I guess you can have him for a bit. I just gotta make sure that freaking.
Uh-huh. Also, I sent you two both have great potential and vital energy as well. So, do you two wish to become my people? Or do you wish just to learn from the book? I don't think the little ones can learn from it. He then brings out a book on visal energy and all types. He even brings out a book of each type there is. Summoner. And there's also constructor, there's also conjurer, there's also elemental, healer, and many more. And then there's also subcategories for each one.
I was like, wait, can I see that Summoner book one?
Why, of course. Here you go.
Just right, grab
It's
it.
even said that possibly can summon gods, as long as they're not from the true sphere. Other than that, there's nothing really that you can't do with this.
That's
You can
where.
summon weapons, you can summon pretty much anything, as long as it's not anything from the true sphere.
Wait, from just this book alone, I can summon any god?
Well,
Well, except for the supreme
need
gods.
to be at a certain level of power.
With visal energy, or can I just do it with magic?
Visal energy.
Okay.
He then says, I can awaken you both.
How would that work?
By me putting my index finger to the front part of your brain where your decisions will be made.
I kind of look at Dante and says, what do you say, Dante?
And both of our kids ag us on to go ahead and learn it. I was like, alright. But I then say, try some slick shit. I'm gonna backhand you, bro.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna deck you.
He was like, okay. Anyways, he then puts his finger to our both of his fingers. Dang, what the heck? Each hand. Okay. Both of his index fingers.
Bro.
One for his right, one for his left. He then puts his left one to me. He puts his right one to me, and then his left one on Raikou. Basically symbolism for this man has the power of the Demon King, and I have the power of the Holy Rightness or the Goddess Clan. Although I got a bit of both, but I kind of got a bit of darkness. But other than that, yeah, it then awakens us both as a. How do I say this? Literally, there are two pillars. There's a huge pillar of gold and black. Literally, gold and white and black and purple literally rising from the freaking, rising to the point where it's it's in outer space, bro.
Well, mine isn't just black, it's with stars. Kind of like stars inside of that blackness. Like sparkling stars.
And he was like, oh my god. Then homeboy just got blown back. It's just but he managed to get his footing. He was like, oh my. I was right. You two do have potential. No wonder it took me just a bit longer to, well, try to figure it out. I did speed up time, of course, because it took me like 3 hours just to get you to the kids. Then, they said, okay, hone and control your energy before you die. You're like, oh, alright.
Yeah. This is
I
where
didn't like control mine.
I managed to control mine because I'm already balanced enough. So of course I managed to just control it.
Yeah. I was like, wow, cool. I didn't say like, hey, yo, I feel stronger for real.
Same. I opened one of my eyes.
Nice eye.
Here's where I say, huh? Great. Why the hell
Nice
did I
eye.
show my eyes off? Never mind.
I didn't feel like, so, where would you say we are in power? The guy then says, you two are at least, um, let's see, Grandmaster to low nigh godly. For real? At least. And this is just with you two awakening it on your awakening it. Naturally, through training, you two would have been able to unlock it yourselves, but I just wanted to give you a jump start.
Okay.
He was like, with enough training and enough experience, you would be able to literally, well, how do I say this? Become candidates to be true sphere supreme god. But I see. Okay, what are the lower gods then? He said every pagan god is a lower god. Even those who are, well, made up by humans, like, SCPs, that one guy with the silver mask that literally has a universe, or literally has a universe around him or whatnot, and he's in a suit, he's literally, well, I think he would be kind of fodder. But of course, there is the progenitor of Isol Energy, whose name is, well, King Crisis, or Crisis. I was like, he sounds pretty powerful. Yes, he has a multitude of abilities, but you can never be stronger than him. No one can be. I was like, how? Well, he has his ability where it's pretty specific to him. If anyone tries to, if anyone who he'll always somehow ascend to be stronger than them. If someone is stronger than him, then he'll immediately become stronger than them. I don't understand it myself. It's a BS power. I don't understand it. Huh. I see. Okay. Um, I was looking at Raikou like, feeling like a pretty powerful being, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather not fight him. I'd rather be asleep. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so like too much.
Sounds like too much fucking work to deal with him. And besides, couldn't even deal with him in the first place. I'd rather just asleep.
Anyways, so do you wish to come under my tutelage as my students? Or do you wish to learn Vital Energy will control on your own and just follow the books?
So how many books would it take for me to actually learn this?
There's not that. I mean, there's not many, but once you get a basic understanding, I think you can. But I feel like once you get a pretty good understanding of what you're doing, you'll basically be straight.
So tell me what the classes are again.
Well, I mean, I kind of forgot some of the classes, but I do remember like a few of them. It explains like there's a conjurer, a constructor, a elemental, a enhancer, speedster, or a oh yeah, there's also defenders. There's also offenders. It's just the same like. But I mean, there's like beings who can have like an absolute defense, but then there's like basically like explains like all the stuff that's part of the categories, but then like yeah.
You said there was a
I'm
summoner.
huh?
So you said there was a summoner one.
Oh yeah, there is. That also has the realms of necromancy, but mm,
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to
but
go with that one because truly that's kind of my powers to begin with.
really necromancy, interesting.
Well,
Well,
not.
I myself am a speedster, and an enhancer can literally enhance a key to basically unlock things, but there's also limitations to these abilities. Like, if you overload a key with, if you overload a key, it'll destroy itself.
Uh,
Like, if you want keys, there's also a possibility you can also get, like, you can also enhance keys so someone will be able to unlock anything for you. Like an all-purpose key, but kind of different.
how many classes can we master or mostly be able to control?
Um, anyone as long as you can learn it. But there's also this thing where like people can go their whole lives without learning all that Vital Energy has to offer.
Hmm.
Well, in some of the weakest some of the weakest supreme gods only got to do it because of their immortality, which was pretty rare.
Hmm.
Pretty rare to have immortality. Some of the stronger ones were mortals who didn't have immortality to, you know, be there to help them out. But overall,
Hmm.
um, you have great potential, and I'm using Vital Energy to achieve my goal of becoming the world's greatest teacher or the universe's greatest sensei. He says with a dramatic pose.
This is where I kind of just think about it. I'm like, wait, where the hell's Gojo at? Usually he would be trying to learn something new.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, where Yachiru at too?
There's somewhere right now, and I'm like, I feel like I should probably stop whatever they're doing, but for some reason I shouldn't. Odd.
Huh?
Never mind. Yeah, I have no clue where they're at, but they aren't doing anything stupid. I don't think so.
And I was like, then the guy was like, all right, so tell me, well, let's have a walk, shall we? He then starts like walking, just anywhere really. He's not really caring where he goes, but he just wants to walk. So
Okay, I guess we follow him.
yeah, he then like starts walking, just asking questions like, "What are we good at? Like, what are we good at? Weaponry? Are we good at guns? Are we like, what are we good at in
I
terms of like in
I'm good at using daggers, scythes, guns, swords. I'm good at also any other weapons like spears and kind of different types of swords. Not that decent, like mostly defending sword from those like small skinny swords or like swords of like mid age. Yeah, no, I'm not good at great swords or any of that. The swords I use are katanas most of the time.
I was like, I'm pretty good at any weapon, almost any weapon. Well, I mean, I just really like focus on magic, really.
I don't focus too much on magic. If I had to focus on magic, I'd rather not. Gotta be more built and strong enough to fight anyone in just I don't know when my magic I don't know depletes or something.
Yeah, I can also do fighting without magic, but I also keep like certain magic pills, like and certain like magic replenishers, or even use like a certain sacrificial pact to basically get more magic for less durability. I mean, I really need to use that.
Yeah, well, I kind of just like get pills of mostly energy sometimes. Not for magic, but I mean I do have pills of those similar the same with Dante, but I just get like normal pills that will just give me energy. Just to be able to kind of physically build my body to the point that I will hit a limiter but then shatter it later.
Okay, so are all of you? So then he like checks out our builds. Sees that we're pretty ripped under. Like he thinks that we're pretty ripped, and he said, "Okay, so what is your desired fighting style?"
Desire fighting style?
Yeah, preferred fighting style.
Mm, it will be sometimes flowing a technique, so like water stream, rock smashing fists, or mostly like re taekwondo.
I see. What about you? I'd say I got a little bit of everything, mixed martial arts, and if I can incorporate mix another style into my mixed martial arts, I'm more or less to it. I see. Um, hmm. Okay, I think this can work. Tell me. Um, so what kinds of magic are you all have equipped? You know, like a different cultures type of magic, or like regular magic and whatnot.
Hmm?
Like, what type of magic do you have? Is there like a certain race of people that you learned the magic from, like Japanese sorcery or that?
That's where I say, I mean, I do know about Japanese sorcery. Uh, my magic isn't based on there. Mostly my magic is based mostly on the abyss, with also that of creation. Uh, it is also somewhat I do know about a bit of something called hockey, mostly that of mostly the will and spiritual will of mostly the human body, even though I don't have a soul, but not the point.
Hmm. Let's see. start explaining everything I was good at. Like, I was pretty good at everything, again. And of course, I even said I had Shikigami. Um, okay, yeah, but basically, I'm pretty much good at everything. Raiku's pretty straight, you know. And then, the guy said, "Oh, we're here."
Hmm?
Well, we pull up at freaking, we pull up at freaking, um, freaking, wait, what's house? Oh yeah, Raiku's house. Well,
I was like, how did you what?
and say like, hey, see something real quick, just in case.
Wait, what?
I didn't say anything. My fault. Other than that, like, yeah. He then said, "Anyways, this is your home, right? Well, aren't you gonna invite me in?" He said, smile.
I'm over here saying, how did you?
He said, "I have my ways, and plus, I sense the boy's energy in
Wait a minute.
you."
What? So wait, Dante. Where exactly are we? Are we at my base or are we at the what's it called? Like my parents' house?
Um, what would you wish again? My fault.
Bro, you maybe got lost so easily. What? You were saying that mostly.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I then go ahead. Basically. Wait, no, not me.
Kanjaku
So,
decides to ask for, well, mostly invite into house. Which house? Dante, are you asleep?
no, I'm just overthinking. No, I'm not overthinking. Right? Or,
I mean, I can always pause the video if you want me to do that.
sure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna resume the video. It's back.
Yeah, the being that the guy who just says, "So, this is a nice humble abode. Can I come in?"
This is where I went to check inside. I was like, is my parents in there? No, they're not. Except for Demu. Sure. This is where I open the door and kind of says, come in. This is where someone rushes out and says, brother! I kind of just pat him on the head saying, hey, Demu.
Hey. Hey, sir.
This is where he turns around just to see mostly the strange ear person and then, well, Loki, Mahito, and even Dante.
Yeah. I was like, so.
That's where he looks at mostly Dante and says, "How's that crazy lady doing with you?" Yeah, Dante, you still there? Or...
I'm still here. Just okay. So basically, the um um Kenny said, okay. So are we gonna go ahead and find it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, they walk in, like, yeah, but then we go to Gojo and Yashi, along with that.
Yeah. So we go into Gojo and Yatru. So what entirely they were doing is, well, mostly uh, kind of going into, well, this place with the other two cat girls about mostly they don't really know. Entirely, they follow the two cat girls to just some place. But of course, what they kind of didn't expect is, well, mostly for both uh, Gojo and what's it called? Well, the other two, mostly, yeah, Gojo and Yatru, to kind of, well, what?
What they do?
Okay, so pretty much, the two cat girls kind of ask Gojo or Yatru about how would they feel if they transform into like animals like them. Gojo and Yatru looks at them and says, "What the hell are you going on about?"
You mean species?
Yeah, like species like them. This is where Gojo and Yatru kind of just like looks at them and kind of just say, "It'd be kind of fun, I guess." So of course, pretty much what they kind of did towards Yatru and Gojo was kind of transform them into whatever species they will actually do or will become. Mostly Yatru comes out being, well, mostly out of a spell, like a spell kind of technique that they mostly transform is basically, yeah. And Yatru came out kind of looking like a tiger. Well, tiger, well, not tiger, it's like a, yeah, like a somewhat tiger. Just imagine this girl, but with mostly pinkish hair and like pinkish tail. Can you do Yatru's voice? Uh, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While mostly that happened, mostly the two cat girls says, "Oh my God, look! Wait, what are you exactly?" They kind of question Yatru.
Of course, you said, don't question it. Just go with the flow.
This where they say, "Uh-huh. What about Gojo?" This is where, well, they see Gojo actually walk out right now with 10 mostly fluffy white tails, and his hair gotten longer. This is where, well, he comes out saying, "What the? I guess I'm a kitsune or something." He looks at the kind of like cat girls and even Yatru, and this is where Gojo then smirks and says, "Wow, didn't know you would become a kitty." Uh, Dante, you there, or are you just asleep now? Yo, I feel like you fall asleep.
Mm.
Or Or are you overthinking this?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, well.
No.
Pretty much just Gojo kind of wrap his tails around Yachiru and kind of pull her closer and says, kitty. While Yachiru was a mostly fluster mess, just entirely. This is where, well, mostly Yachiru kind of says, hey, no, stop that. This is where, well, Gojo says, no, I'm not stopping. You're my kitty now. This is where, well, the two cat girls seems to be quite angry and jealous a bit about mostly Yachiru kind of getting the special treatment from Gojo. Well, Gojo kind of noticed the other two cat girls, but just ignored them entirely to kind of focus on his pink kitty. This is where, well, mostly Yachiru kind of just said, Gojo, stop! No, this is not fun. This is where Gojo says, but it seems fun for me. This is where, well, he mostly kind of nibbles on her ear for a bit.
Yeah, just like, yeah, just a lot of weird stuff.
This is where Gojo says, you know, Yachiru, you can always kind of have a little bit more fun when we're in these forms.
Kid is like, like, oh? Or like, oh?
This is where Gojo says, like becoming kids again. This is where he transformed back into his child kid form, but with mostly like 9 tails or 10 tails.
He's like, huh? He's like, huh? He was like, okay. She thinks like, you know, it turns to a kid with her form changing.
Still having the cat ear or mostly tiger ears and tiger tail.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where someone actually came in to see what the hell is all that commotion. Well, 2 people. One girl who looks to be a wolf and the other who kind of looks to be almost a kitsune or somewhat. This is where, well, mostly the 2 kind of people say, what the hell is happening here? Gojo says, who are you people?
Yeah, I genuinely want to know who are they though.
This is where, well, mostly they kind of said, I am Shirin kids, well, not Kitsune, mostly Shirin, mostly, yeah, Shirin. While this is my sister, well, the bashful one who is actually named Serena. This is where, well, Gojo says, okay, what are you two? And wait, this is where, well, Gojo kind of looks at the 2 cat girls and says, I thought this place was secluded.
Guess not.
Wow. Gojo goes back into his, like, mostly, older form and kind of says, wow, so that's, you can't really, actually, Gojo thinks about it and says, I can transform into a fox, kid version, or anything I want. I'm trolling my father. This is where Gojo thinks about it. This is where, well, Gojo then turns to Yachiru and says, but first, I'm going to have a little bit more fun with my pink kitty.
What? She was like, what? Getting transformed into a cat.
Mr. Gojo says, don't worry, Yachiru. You're in perfectly good hands.
Okay.
This is where Gojo kind of just smirks to her.
Wait, they can become cat hybrids, right?
Yeah, mostly Yachiru can go into like a somewhat tiger cat form looking like. While Gojo can goes into a kitsune.
gonna ask about like human cat hybrid.
That's why she is a human kind of cat hybrid also.
Okay.
Gojo's a human hybrid of a kitsune. Gojo just says, "Do not worry, Yachiru. You're in good hands. We're just gonna go to the bedroom real fast."
Wait, what?
Gojo just kind of Wait, what?
And nothing.
Yeah, Gojo grabs her hand, teleports, and kind of says, "Did you pray today, Yachiru?"
Dude, wait. I don't believe in any of that.
Good. Gojo says, "Good to know." He just smirks. But we're gonna end it off here.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we ain't getting into all that. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, just to kind of let you all know, they're like in their teenager forms when we're doing this.
Yeah, and yeah, we don't believe in lolicon, weirdos.
No.
Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, pretty much this is the end of this what if, because Dante thought of, I have no clue what the hell his head is going in through.
Wait, it's the end of this what if? What do you mean? Until the second season?
No. I mean, like, this is the end of this part because mostly I don't know where the hell did you go into this what if and just overthink or just get distracted. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I got. That's my bad.
Yeah, but mostly we're gonna end it off here. So pretty much Yachiru is kind of getting you know what, but not the point. Other than that, yeah, good night, bye, and yeah. So goodbye, y'all. Hope my audio didn't actually destroy or anything or whatever. But yeah, bye.